Hello and welcome to Solibri Anywhere Guide. Solibri is a free desktop software, and to download it, you need to register. And I will put a video explaining how to register and download in the description of the video. So, Solibri is used to view 3D information and building information models mainly in the IFC file format. And this is something that can be exported from different software like Revit, ArchiCAD, and others. And so, if an architect doesn't want to share a Revit file with you, he might be willing to share an IFC. So, the free version of Solibri called Anywhere is limited in its functions, but still, it's a very good viewer. So, one of the biggest limitations is that you can simultaneously open only one IFC model. And if you would want to open multiple models, you would need somebody to combine them in a fuller version of Solibri. They would come in a format called SMC. So to open a model, you click Open. You can see the different file formats it supports, not that many. And the main one is the IFC and the native SMC format. But with IFCs, Solibri works very well, loading them very quickly. When you open your models for the first time, Solibri will ask you to define the discipline. Usually it recognizes it quite well, but if you need to change it here, you can change the discipline. It's not really necessary for the viewer because these functionalities mainly used for other functions which come in the paid version. The main windows for Solibri are found here on top side. So in the model window, this is where you usually view the model. Checking is for the fuller version where you are um, having these checks based on different rule sets. It's possible to view the results in the free version but not do the checks. Communication is where you communicate different issues, for example, with the architect. This is available in the free version. And information takeoff is where you can extract quantities and other information, which is again available in the full version. So others, you can add any view yourself, create some new ones if necessary, but these are the main ones. And so the navigation tools are available here. And let me just guide you through quickly. So usually the navigation is done by using the mouse and keyboard. So you can just press the middle button and pan around the building, or you can press so the middle wheel moving allows you to zoom in and zoom out. Pressing the shift button and the middle mouse wheel button allows you to rotate the building. So if you're struggling with these controls, you can use the tools here. The same ones are here. The spin allows you to use mouse click left button to spin around, or pan allows you to the same mouse click left button pan around the building. One, I think, very important feature is this first set of tools is the game mode. There is also a walk mode, but I think the game mode is much more intuitive. So when you press it, uh, gravity becomes available, and you can use either your keyboard arrow buttons, or you can use the WASD buttons on your keyboard, and you can start walking around the house. And it's very convenient to review the design in such way so you can easily find different issues or suggest some improvements. So moving to the next mm, in, tool tab. So here again you have several commands you can use. So if usually the info command is active first, meaning that if you press on any object, if it has information attached to it, it will be available here on the left side. So pressing any of so if you're working with a building information model, usually you'll have some sort of information that might be useful for you. Uh, Next is just a tool that allows you to select items, either multiple or single. So by pressing Control, you could select multiple items, and then you can like save them. That's so-called selection basket. Um, but these functions are not that commonly used in viewing the model. So hiding is just hiding objects, but you can also do that by, let's say, using the info button and right-clicking and pressing hide. So to return back, here are the buttons here. So the first one means show all, so return to the original view that contains everything. So the markup button, something maybe used more commonly, it allows you to create comments or markups on the design. It sometimes is a bit tricky because Solibri is creating these markups in 3D environment, which allows you to also view them in 3D, but you need to place them on a plane, such as the door or wall here, and sometimes it might get tricky. There are other markup tools you can use, arrows, text, and some drawing tools, and you can also change the color or the line thickness. Then the dimension tool, which allows you to create dimensions basically anywhere in the 3D environment. It allows you to snap to intersections or edges conveniently and view these measurements in 3D. You can remove those measurements by right-clicking anywhere and remove dimensions, for example. Next, sectioning allows you to create a section or multiple sections, choosing any plane. So a plane, in this case, a wall, I click it. So here a blue plane shows up, which is the section. And then I need to press the shift button, the left mouse button, and then I can move this section plane. I can also use the mouse wheel to move it more slowly. So it's a very simple yet powerful tool to view your building. So you can remove the section plane by just pressing delete. It's also possible to simultaneously add multiple planes, and then you can click on them and they become active, and you can manipulate the location of the plane. You can also press right click and under sectioning remove all section planes. Finally, transparent mode, it simply allows you to uh, toggle the change the visibility of the objects and make them transparent. So might be useful in some cases. So if you want to return the visibility to normal, here these cubes allow you to return this standard view. Next, this is a interesting function. So if the model is made and exported correctly, you are allowed easily to hide and show different types of objects. So here uh, they are classified in such way, like doors, windows, etc. So let's see if I press wall, so it hides all the walls. But again, very much depends if the model is made and exported correctly, so that Solibri recognizes that that's a wall. So again, you can press these two cubes to return to the normal view. Some other functions here. This function allows you to view objects based on their if they're attached to the specific level, but doesn't usually work right, and it's sometimes better to use the hierarchy here, which allows you to maybe see more precisely the division. So again, if I would press here, here are these small buttons that allow me to change the visibility. The equal button means I want to see the second, or in this case, this level 0, and what objects are attached to this level. Here are some additional functions like zooming, or you can toggle the view from top bottom like this. If you want to, so models usually are viewed in perspective mode. It can be changed here by changing from perspective to orthogonal. So this is sometimes convenient to view this in like this plan view where you can easily measure. And when you are walking through the building, one other function that really helps is called the navigation map. It's located here. And it basically creates a small plan that allows you to see where are you located in that building right now. So if I, for example, use the game mode, enter the house, it shows me on the plan view where I'm located. So especially for bigger buildings, it allows you to orient yourself in the 3D environment better and make sure that you, for example, do not miss any areas. So here you can switch it, this one, turn it on off. And finally here on the top bar, the footprint controls. So footprint controls allow you to display some 2D information in 3D environment. Again, depends whether this information has been exported or not. So in this case, I can see the grids are not available, but there are so-called room objects, and you have the room name, room number here, and they're displayed in the rooms. Also, uh, it's possible to read the direction of the door openings, which is read from the 2D information available in the model. Just to show you from top here, like the door openings, which is also something that's not easily visible in 3D environment, and Solibri allows you to see that quite clearly. So regarding the other tools available in Solibri Anywhere, so as I mentioned here on the left side, you have the uh, environment where you can see the hierarchy of the objects in the model. So usually it depends again how the model is exported to IFC, but here you can see, let's say, the objects attached to a specific level. It allows you to toggle the visibility of these objects. So in this case, also the 2D information is visible, giving also some perspective, but also allows you to more clearly view those objects. And as I mentioned, the parameters. So if here any of these functions are active, sometimes they you need to switch so you can use the information, let's say. And as I mentioned, Solibri shows the information here on the bottom left side. Sometimes if you have the information available, it will group it in different ways. So this is identification data, but you could find something regarding quantities here. Let's say I press this wall, I have the area here and some other information. Though you should usually double check whether that information is correct, because there are multiple ways how you can create models just by making some simple measurements and understanding whether that's the information is trustworthy is, I think, usually helps. So that is these are the main tools for Solibri Viewer. So it's super cool to work with it in the using IFC models in case you have those. This can be used to open them, view, and then the communication tab here. So this is where you could add some comments regarding the design. So usually you create a new presentation here, name it, let's say, give it a date or something like that. So date, month, year, and creates like a presentation where you will have the slides inside. Then it will immediately prompt you to save the first slide, uh, and it will save the current viewpoint as a slide. So anyway, what you do is usually name the slide. It could be already pointing to the issue you found or something like that. So I don't know. I do not like the windows. Or for example, there are some statuses you can use, but that's like not always necessary. And here you can see the screenshot. You could just close it. So let's try, for example, to make another comment. You can use the markup tools here. Let's say I just want to circle this window here. Then I can either right click or press Ctrl M, create new issue, and here it will show up in the presentation. The same as previously, you should somehow name it, close it, and it stays here. And here you can switch between these different issues. And to send this information, let's say, to the architect, there are multiple ways you can do it. So you can save this model here, and it will save it in Solibri format. So here you can see SMC, and it will have all the saved viewpoints inside, and somebody else can just open it and view it uh, with the same Solibri Anywhere tool. Other option, here you can click Report button, so Excel or PDF. These are some of the options. Let's say, and it writes the report with the viewpoints. Here it opens it straight away, and you can see all your screenshots with your comments or any other information. So it usually also adds the numbers so it's easy to follow and reply. Let's say issue 1, I fixed it, or I don't think it needs to be fixed, etc., etc. So this is the short guide, Solibri Anywhere. Thank you for watching.